В общем, мне не нравится. Причина, почему я хотела поехать в Америку вообще и подавала на американскую визу, сейчас я очень рада тому даже, что они мне отказали, и я даже не пробую туда идти. Во-первых, я хотела поехать в LA, во-вторых, я вообще хотела свободу. То есть there is no freedom in Kazakhstan since it's a conservative country and people gossip. And if you get married, your husband's boyfriend's mom will not let you live normally with your own husband, with her son. That's why so many people go abroad, you know, for like looking for freedom, looking for freedom. But when they go looking for freedom, like they just look for freedom, like they just look for freedom. Like I wanna feel free, I don't wanna like people in conservative countries limiting me all the time. That's what they look for. I think, I don't know, that's just what I think that they look for. But I'm just saying right now what I look for. Okay, what I look for can be similar with what people look for, but what I look for is this type of things. Like I don't want people to be limiting me. That's why I want to go. I don't want people to be sending me to this person, to that person. I don't want people to limit me in general in my choices. I don't want my brother, my husband's, or my boyfriend's, or a mom not let me be normal, live normal life, So, yeah. Because I am a good girl, and I know that I am a good girl. I have type 1 diabetes since 5 years old, and I have kidney issues, since 14 years old. And also I got insulin pump when I was 13, and before 13 years, since 5 years, like maybe 8 years, I injected myself with a pen. So when I was 13, they gave me insulin pump, which is this. And after that, I stopped injecting myself with pen with needles. Before, I was injecting myself with small needle. It's not like a big needle like everybody thinks. It's a small needle, and I was just injecting myself. Type 1 diabetics do like that. And then I got insulin pump, which I showed you, and that insulin pump was broken in some years. And then they like gave me another new insulin pump in 1 year. So 1 year I waited for a new insulin pump. At the time I was 17, and they gave me new insulin pump before I turned 18, because after like type 1 diabetics turn 18, insulin pump will not be given to them, because that's the rule in my country for type 1 diabetics from the medical yeah, it's a medical rule, from medical point, their rules are like that. Because after 18, you can just work, you can make your money. So yeah, they gave me this insulin pump when I was 17, and now I turned 25 years old, and it's been like 10 years since I've been using this insulin pump, and now I'm trying to get a new insulin pump, and I'm in the chats of type 1 diabetics who sell insulin pump, who sell reservoir, who sell Quicksilver. So yeah, so this is the insulin pump. So yeah, that's why I look for freedom, like freedom, like to make my own choices, because some people misunderstand me because of my type 1 diabetes. They think that they say she is sick. Students in college used to tell me she is sick, and then they didn't talk to me, I got bullied just because I had type 1 diabetes, and I didn't choose type 1 diabetes to be sick with it. I just got type 1 diabetes, that's all. Nobody knows when they will get type 1 diabetes or any other disease. I was just a small person. I was born, and then when I was 5 years old, I just got type 1 diabetes. That's all. I didn't even know about it. I didn't like say to God, oh my God, please like make me sick with type 1 diabetes. I didn't say like that, to God. Please, when I turn 5 years old, or after I will be born, please make me sick with type 1 diabetes. I didn't say like that. But I got sick with type 1 diabetes. That's all. When I was was 5 years old. I didn't expect me to be in intensive care. You know, when I was 5 years old, I got into intensive care, and then they told me that I have type 1 diabetes. Before that, I didn't know. Yeah. And then I had to be separated with my mom because I had to go to intensive care and she had to go back to village because we lived in village at the time. Yeah, she brought me to city, to hospital in city with ambulance, and after that she went back with a taxi, catching a taxi back to village. That's how my life was at the time when I was 5 years old. And I thought that my mom left me. Actually, she didn't. And then sometimes she came back and laid with me in the hospital. When they switched me from intensive care to hospital where usual people were lying, because intensive care only for people who are really, really like about to die, you know. So many people die in intensive care. So many people survive, and after that they just go to usual hospital. You know, usual hospital is just when you go, just heal for like 10 days and return back. That's all. Now it's 7 or even 5 days. Yeah. So I don't lie in hospital now that much, the way I used to lie. And also I'm 25 years old now, so I don't really lie in hospital. Only go for checkups once, twice in a year. That's all. And only go for like insulin. Like I get insulin from pharmacy. I go to pharmacy, they give me insulin, I get it, return back home. That's all. After I return back home, I just give that insulin to myself. That's all I need to do now. So yeah. So I'm looking for freedom, and since so many people say that USA is about freedom, so many people have freedom, you can do anything you want to, you know, people go there, but then they just get worse. They start drinking, they start drugs, they start anything else. So yeah. And you know, I didn't want to go to USA because of this. I wanted to go to USA because of real freedom, not the freedom that's covered up with drugs. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that using drugs is freedom. For me, it's not freedom. For me, it's wrong life, living the wrong life instead of real free life, you know, for me. But for other people, it's really free, because it's really freedom, because when they use drugs, they feel free, and they think, I'm feeling free, and that's freedom. That's what they think. But it's not true, actually. They are living the weird life there. That's all. And they have to wake up, but they didn't wake up. They will not, unfortunately. And I wanted to go to LA. Sick with diabetes. Was in intensive care when I was 5 years old. Lived in village until I turned 15. And then with my parents, I came to city. Now I'm living in city. It's a small city, but I'm living in city. And I travel to other cities of my country. And also today I was having problems since I was like, I wake up, I was having problems like weird problems like with my not weird problems, it's problem with kidney, you know, since I have a problem with my arm since I rode too much and I just did boxing sometimes by myself at home. I had problem with my arm and I drank some medicine in winter. And at the time, my urine was so bad, you know, it changed its color to really, really yellow. It's not like unusual yellow when I go and pee. It's like something serious. So in 2 months, my arm got better in winter. But in April, in 2 months, spring came, and my arm got worse again. It started hurting. So that's why I had to go to pharmacy again and to buy 2 medicine that I used to buy in winter. And I drank it yesterday. And today when I wake up, yeah, I feel bad. My kidney is like kind of, I feel like it's swollen. It's not filtering. And my urine color is really, really yellow now. I cannot even breathe. When I breathe, I feel weird, you know. I feel really, really weird. When I breathe, like I cannot breathe. When I breathe, my kidney a little bit hurts. That's what I feel. And today it's Sunday. I didn't even know that it was Sunday. I called my mom. I told her, please call to that nurse and say so that she can give me analysis, and so that I can go tomorrow to hospital and give the analysis, my urine analysis, you know, so that they check my kidney if something serious happening or not, to prevent something serious if really something is happening. She said tomorrow it's like weekends, do you know? And she is at work, my mom at work. And also I had to text to that nurse myself, actually. First of all, I said to my mom, and then I also myself texted to that nurse. But in some minutes, I deleted the message that I texted to her. I don't know why. I was so confused, like, and worried about my own health. That's why I texted. I thought about texting and texted, and then deleted. Can you imagine? Just imagine you have type 1 diabetes. You got the phone. You're like, oh my goodness, like my kidney is bad. You text, you deal, like, and then like wait, and then think, should I delete or not? And then you take phone again, and then you delete, and you are worried, like, oh my god, like what's happening? Oh my god, my kidney. You think about like this, you know, that's not good. That's why I'm confused. And then I got my phone and watched that woman, Kazakh woman who lives in LA, and she's going crazy. I think that she is drunk or used cannabis, something like that. She's from my country. That's why I really worry about her. And that's the reason, like, I worry on one hand, but on the other hand, I don't watch her. You know. I watch other people that lives in USA, but I don't watch her. There are so many kinds of people who live in USA. One woman who lives in USA, she's kind of okay. I cannot say that she's 100% okay, but she's kind of okay. The second one that I watched today, she's crazy. She is drinking. She is drunk, and her husband is weird too, you know. He was hugging her like weirdly, and she liked how he hugged her. And then lately, like in the beginning, she was going crazy, and then husband hugged her, and she became normal. And then she said, let's go to other place, you know, finish the stream or finish this place. And also we go to balcony, we sit back in the balcony for 1 hour, maybe like just use some drugs, and then we will return back in balcony. It will be funny, and we will return back here. And I was like, I was struggling with my kidney, and you here just living this type of shit life. It's not even freedom. The freedom that I am going after doesn't look like this. It looks different.